all of you to let me know whether I am audible or not. This is very important, respected teachers. So, not audible. Am I audible? Santosh Pandit sir says that I am audible. That means I am audible. If Pandit sir says it is audible, then I am audible. Okay. Just like to close this particular window. I don't know what is happening. Just one more minute. Okay, just one more minute. I think we will be back with the session just now. Yes. Okay. So good evening to all learned and respected teachers present over there. Let me know if I am audible because I'm often getting this complaint that I am not audible. Please let me know if I am audible or not. Yes, I am audible. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So myself, Mr. Surojit Sen, Principal, Jharkhand Public School, Dhanbad, once again back with you with yet another interesting session of 1 hour, which is very, very important for all of us. And today we will discuss how to control noisy classrooms. Now, respected teachers, let me tell you that this is part of our classroom management program. It is a part of our classroom management program. And one part of it is how to control noisy classroom. To be very honest with you, to be very open with you, let me let you know one thing, that hardly any discussion, hardly any solid, hardly any concrete, hardly any perfect, hardly any to the point discussion has ever been made on how to control a noisy classroom. We talk about classrooms, we talk about different types of classroom, how to manage classrooms, how to do this, how to do that. But this is something that also needs a little bit of attention. This needs to be acknowledged. Anchal Kumari madam is saying she cannot hear me, ma'am. I don't know, but others are saying that they can hear me. Okay, so you have to see your laptop or cell phone, whatever you are using, whichever you are using. I will increase the volume. Okay, I'll try to increase the volume a little more. Okay, it is already there 100%, but still 100% volume is there. 100% volume is there. Okay. So this needs to be addressed. This is something that needs to be discussed. This is something needs to be talked about, but we hardly talk. And this is especially important. It is very, very important for the new teachers, the teachers who have joined the vocation right now. I never call teaching as a profession. I never call teaching as a profession. To me, it's always a vocation. You know, it's a calling. It's a calling. By, by the blessing of the Lord, by the blessing of our great Lord, God, in whichever way you want to take it, okay. It is because of the blessing from that Almighty that we are able to teach in classrooms. Teaching is not everybody's cup of tea. It is not everybody's cup of tea. All cannot become teachers. And I personally believe, and I personally believe that each and every teacher is equivalent to 100 ordinary men and women. This is my personal belief. Each and every teacher is equivalent to 100 ordinary men and women. And no matter whatever happens, no matter how people make fun of us in the social media, how we are trolled in the social media, how some stupid filmmakers and make caricature characters of us, without us, nothing will happen. Without us, nothing will happen. So we teachers are the creators and the makers of society. So definitely, we have to address all the things that we need to make sure that our students get the best, our classrooms get the best. So with this, we will start with our today's program, that is how to control a noisy classroom. Respected teachers, your chat box is open. Please, before we go into the program, please tell me, do you really sometimes get noisy classrooms within your school? Do you face noisy classrooms? Do you really find you get very disappointed sometimes because the children are shouting and howling and making all sorts of cacophony inside the classroom, and sometimes you feel like as if your ear is out? Yes, we are getting a lot of yes answers. Priyanka Nair is saying yes. Suvendu Mandal sir is saying yes. Suvendu Mandal sir is saying double yes. Okay, Salini madam is saying yes. Yes, it's a problem. Issue है, कुछ तो है वहाँ पे, कुछ होता है. And especially for the new teachers, when the teachers are new and they join the profession newly, at that time they find it very difficult because children don't want to take them so seriously. Even children want to make fun with the teachers. They want to do all sorts of tricky things to find out where this teacher is standing, how much the teacher can tolerate us. A lot of these things do happen. And it's a part and parcel of the game. It's a part and parcel of the game. Even we senior teachers, I'll tell you, respected teachers, there's nothing to hide. Okay, even the senior teachers also sometimes face this issue of noisy classrooms. Okay, although no matter how senior the teacher is and how many years uh, they are in the vocation, but still sometimes we senior teachers also face. So definitely it's an issue that needs to be addressed, isn't it now? Okay, so let's go forward. Let's go forward and see. Prakash sir, thank you very much. Thank you very much for telling the topic as a nice topic. So let us see. Let's go forward and let's see what is there stored for us. How to control noisy classrooms. It's more than just what happens in a classroom. The punchline is it's more than just what happens in the classroom. What many things happen in the classroom, it is something that happens more than this. Okay, let's see. In our day-to-day work, we often encounter this type of situation. No? How many of you will agree? Okay, how many of you agree, and how many of you can clearly tell what exactly is happening over there? How many of you can clearly tell me what exactly is happening over there? See, if you see this slide, respected teachers, if you see this slide, you will find that there are certain things that really goes in the classroom this way. Okay, Samartha, yes, talking in the class, yes, talking in the class, throwing things in the class, making paper planes, screaming, howling. Some wants to throw papers, some wants to throw food substances, and what not. It's a total cacophony. Some wants to chat in the classroom. It's a complete cacophony. I can understand that. It's a total cacophony. And well, what we can do? Uh, how can we come out of this menace? Yes, there are ways on which we can come out from this menace. Let us see what can be done. Okay, or say this, or it may be like this type. No, sometimes the situation is like this type. Look at these children. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Each one is what you call Hindi में जैसा हम बोलते हैं कि नमूना. हाँ, एक एक नमूने हैं यहाँ पर देखिए. कोई चिल्ला रहा है तो कोई रो रहा है तो कोई ये कर रहा है, and making different types of sounds and what not. And really, if the situation comes like this, it becomes very difficult for the teacher to control. Teacher is supposed to teach. Teacher is yes, it's a fish market. Wonderful. It's a fish market. We often use this term. Do you think this is a fish market? Yes. Kya baat hai. So we all are right now in the program very much. Somebody said it's a fish market. Yes, absolutely correct. I clap for that. My clapping for that particular teacher who said fish market. And boys, girls, don't think that to be very very honest with you all, I always consider the boys to be stupid. They are always doing all. Even I myself was also like that, and so are the. But I always had a very special feeling for the girls that but nowadays they are also creating a lot of problems. With due respect to all of you, with due respect to all, this problem often comes, but it is there. It is there, and not audible, sir. Please adjust your system, sir. Okay, I think, sir, because I'm audible. Many are saying I'm audible, sir. Okay. Well, let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have. So if situations are like this, then we are like this. No, when situations are like this, if you just go back, if situations are like this, either in this situation or in this cacophonic situation, we are like this, then we look like this, isn't it? No, respected teachers, how many of you will agree that sometimes we look like this? How many of you agree with this photo? Yes. Manoj sir is saying, yes, sir, exactly. Subham sir is saying, yes, we do agree. Rekha madam is saying, yes, we agree. Yes, sometimes we become like this. And what we say, come on, stop it, don't do it. I'm going out of the classroom. You people are doing like this. What is this? How can I manage the classroom? Is not. I will tell principal, I'll go to principal, I'll go to headmistress, I'll go to this sir. All these things goes on now within our mind. And our appearance is like this. exactly what this lady is looking like at this time. Or sometimes we may look like this also. Sometimes we may look like, or maybe we are like this, isn't it? Na? Either we are like this for a certain period of time, and then after some time we are like this. Oh God, what to do? मुझसे तो नहीं होगा, मुझसे तो बच्चा संभाला नहीं जाएगा, हम तो ये प्रोफेशन के लिए नहीं है. No, all this. I am sick and tired. The very common monologues of teachers. Oh God, I am sick and tired of all these things. I don't know from where these people come, and yes, we get depressed. I don't know where the students come from and why they only do all these things in my classroom. No? All these types of thinkings, feelings, frustrations develop within us. But then, but then, if it is like this, so what we will say? I quit. तो क्या बोलूं कि मैं छोड़ दूं, मैं निकल जाऊं क्लासरूम से, कहानी खत्म, गन डन, ओवर. No, somebody just now said, no, no, sir. Lakra sir says no. Subham Kumar sir says no. Mayuk sir says no. Nisha Kumari madam says no. No, we are not supposed to quit and run away. We are not made for that. We will definitely find out ways and means in order to make sure that something different happens. Make sure that a classroom turns out to be a classroom. It's not something else. So let us see. So respected teachers, situations sometimes are bound to be like this. I'll tell you, they are bound to be like this. You simply cannot escape. You may be sick and ready to enter the classroom, feeling like you are unable to control. In fact, respected teachers, you are not alone. So don't worry. Controlling a rowdy classroom can seem like an endless struggle, but there are ways to get it under control. Yes. And again, I like to draw the attention of the new teachers, those who are newly appointed. You will face this type of a situation. You are bound to face this type of situation, and you must face this type of a situation. When I first started my career in the year 2010 as a biology teacher of Holy Mothers Academy, the very first day when I went to teach, a girl called Rachna Agarwal, she just, when I was writing something on the board, she threw a paper plane to me, which hit right at my back over here. And the children started laughing and shouting. But I took the plane and I said, dear girl, I would love to be a passenger of your flight when you will grow up and become a pilot. I don't know what happened after that, but that's how I took it. If I have got angry or if I had so and things became very normal after that. So we need to do something, and this is bound to be there. It's bound to happen. Don't worry. Uh, it looks like as if we cannot control, but then we have to apply ourselves in such a way so that these situations don't arise. So let's see the effective strategies. Let us see the effective strategies and techniques to bring back control and turning classrooms into a productive place for learning. Because that is our motto, no? That is our target. That is our mission. That we must make our classrooms as a productive place for learning. So how to convert this noisy classrooms, this classrooms full of cacophony, all hustling, bustling, and that fish market into an active learning place? Let us see what we can do and how we can do it. Okay. So what are those things? So first of all, establish clear expectations. See, when you enter a classroom, when you have decided to go into inside the classroom, when you decided to make it, have very clear cut expectations that you need to get these from the classroom, irrespective of whatever happens. And so, at the beginning of the school year, set clear and fair expectations from the students. They say that you have to bell the cat on the very first day. So on the very first day when the class starts, whether it is a senior teacher, an experienced teacher, or a newly appointed teacher has come, Verma sir, yes, how can we can do it? We can do it. I'll tell you how we can do it. Okay. We do busy, we are busy in the classrooms. Okay, somebody is saying like that. So first of all, establish clear expectations. You have to do a little bit of homework. And whether you are a senior teacher or you are a newly appointed teacher, before entering the classroom, you have to make a few things very clear. So at the beginning of the school year, set clear and fair expectations from the students. The very first day when you go to the classroom, students may start shouting, students may start howling, they will start booing. Okay, don't get angry, don't get panicked. I'll tell you, smile with them. If somebody is making noise, bring out that child and say, okay, you make as much noise as you feel like, so that the entire school can hear. Tell him he will not do it. If somebody is dancing in the classroom, okay, let's see your dance. Come over here. Come to the means. Let us see how you can twist yourself. It's very important. Let him do that. And you will see those children, it's a human psychology, it's a human psychology. Slowly they will say, no, it's not like that, sir. I was just doing a little bit of fooling around and all, and they will stop it. So at the beginning of the set clear and fair expectation, tell the students very clearly that look, this is the place that we have come with a mission, and there's a vision also. We want we want learning to happen over here, which is the first and foremost thing. And that is why we are coming over here. And after that, it will be followed by other things like little bit of joke, little bit of games, and little bit of music, song. Now everything will go on. But first, the thing, and for this, we need a calm and clear environment. If you make the environment noisy, then your time will get wasted, my time will get wasted, and the entire situation of the school will get wasted. Somebody has put a thumbs down, but it happens if you want to go for that. Properly express noise level rules and the consequences for not following them. Yes, be very careful. Goal must be set. Yes, that's true. Goal must be set. So properly express noise level rules and the consequences for not following them. Tell the children that look, this is a school. We are here to study. We are not here to fool around. Okay, a little bit of joke, funny things you can do. That is always allowed. But but if you don't follow these rules, then you will be the loser. I'll not be the loser. And I don't want to be the loser. Make it very clear for once and all to the students. Ensure that students realize the significance of keeping a calm environment for learning. How you need such kind of webinar? Okay. So yes, focusing on competency, subject, fees. Okay, all these things we can do, definitely. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Teachers must be visionary. Definitely, teachers are visionaries and they should be visionaries. Then only we can get the expected goals that we want to create. Okay, so ensure that the students realize the significance of keeping a calm environment for learning. In this case, you have to be very, very serious with your work. You have to tell the students very clearly that, look, if you spoil your time over here, if you waste your time over here, if you do all these types of cacophony things in the classroom, then you will be the loser. I will not be the loser. So make sure that the classroom is calm and quiet. I'm not saying that it should that 100% military rule will be followed within the classroom. No, that is not possible, and that should not be expected also. But yes, a fair amount of time should be given within the classroom by all of us, so that a calm situation, a calm atmosphere is made, and whatever we want to inculcate into the minds of the children, they get. This is how we need to talk to our children. We have to be very open with our children. We have to be very clear cut with our goals. You cannot get angry like that lady in the first photo that we have seen in the first slide, or you cannot just see so a depressed face. Then also children will start making mockery out of you. So getting too much angry is also not good. Getting too much sad is also not good. Like Gautam Buddha said that always follow the middle path. Follow the middle path. Be a bit strict. Be a bit soft also. Okay, let's see what else we can have. Use non-verbal signals. Yes. See, your presence in the classroom, respected teachers, I'll tell you, will bring all the difference. They say that it is the personality of the teacher. It is the dynamism of the teacher. It is how the teacher takes the things. that plays a very vital role in maintaining the classroom. If the teacher fumbles in the classroom, if the teacher and at every step the teacher start laughing and making funny faces in the classroom, if the teacher is not dressed properly in the classroom, if the teacher is not thorough with his subject, then children are bound to make noise in that classroom. Nobody can help that teacher, irrespective of how many teachers come with lot of ideas to show him, he cannot. So we have to do it by our own. So we have to develop, so create a system of non-verbal clues. So first of all, make sure that children, whenever they want to talk, they should raising a hand, gesturing with a quiet sign. Okay, raise your hand, gesturing with a quiet sign. Make eye contact with disruptive children. Yes, those children who are the most disruptive ones, those children who are the most noise-making children, those who are the spoilers of, keep a very strong eye contact with them. These disruptive children are the ones who creates the maximum problem in the class. Very, very strict with them. Keep a straight eye contact. And respected teachers, I'll tell you one thing. This eye contact, a tremendous psychological effect takes place over here. A tremendous psychological effect takes place when eye contact is there. If you look at a particular person eye to eye, the other person opposite to you, no matter how hostile that person is, how how demotivated that person is, how destructive that person is, that person will slowly get tamed and pulled down. It's a fact. If you go to an interview, if you go and sit in front of an interview board, and if you just have an eye contact with the interviewer, you will find that the interviewer suddenly drops down and you are the winner over there. I'll tell you, this works. I myself have tried it during my interview days. Of course, for the last 10 years or so, I have never gone for I've never sat for an interview. But when I was quite young, I'm quite young, pretty young right now also. When I used to see this one of my mentors told me that have an eye to eye contact. And it's very important. Train children, okay, so train them, and you also look like that. Train children to recognize these signs and respond accordingly. You train them in such a way, the way how to, if they want to say something, they should raise their hand and say, okay, I want to say something. Make an eye contact with them and teach the children about these signs. Make them understand it. What is the meaning of shh? This means you have to keep quiet. In the junior classes, it is very useful. Even in the senior classes also, it works. But again, I'll say it is the personality of the teacher. It is the dynamism of the teacher that plays a very, very vital role in keeping the classroom in a perfect condition. Okay, we'll see a little more. Use grouping strategies. Somebody just now was telling, peer sitting twice, and yes, use grouping strategies. Grouping strategies are important. By this, what will happen? No, we can arrange the children in such a way, we can make them sit in such a way, we can make them move around the school in such a way, so that there will be less noise and like that. So arrange students in small groups or couples to encourage collaborations while reducing noise. Okay. So arrange students in small groups or couples. Okay. Either a boy or a girl will sit, or maybe two boys or two girls, like that, to encourage collaboration. So they will work together in this case. And when a boy and a girl sits side by side, then the question of this noise will go down drastically, because each one is complementary to each other, and each one will try to prove that I am the better than others. So that will reduce the noise. This has been proved. Quite a lot of research has been done, and it is proof that it really, really works. It works in this way, and that's what we are looking for. Yes, somebody just now said yes, sir. Yes, it's a fact. Assign defined roles when each group, such as a leader or a timekeeper, to assist to keep conversation focused and on track. Yes, same defined roles. Actually, what we teachers are actually what we do, we fail to design class properly. We are so much concerned with our syllabus, we are so much concerned that we fail to design the class, design the human resource of the class properly, design the students properly. And that is why what happens, we just somehow we want to finish in this rat race of finishing of the syllabus, we sometimes forget to look to the brighter side of the things that should be done inside the classroom to make it more decorative. Decorative doesn't mean that using decorative items, but giving roles to our students and making them control the class in the proper way, the best proper way. So assign different roles. Make somebody, you are the timekeeper. You three are timekeepers. You will keep the time to find how much we are really spending to understand and listen. Okay, keep somebody, make somebody as the group leader. Each we have rows of sitting positions. There we can make one or two group leaders, and we can tell them, okay, your duty is to make sure that the entire group is calm and quiet, and they listen and they give the right answers so that we can give the right report to the principal. This way we have to do it. This also encourage students to observe one another's behavior. A little bit of competition should also be made. ओके, जैसे ना हिंदी में एक कहावत है ना कि अगर सीधी उंगली से घी नहीं निकालता है तो उंगली को थोड़ा टेढ़ा करने पड़ता है। तो बच्चों में भी कभी कभी थोड़ा सा कंपटीशन डाल दीजिए, देखते हैं तो कौन अच्छा लीडर है। चलिए, हाँ, वी कैन मेक अ फील लाइक दैट वन पर्टिकुलर। इस हफ्ता, इस वीक में हम देखेंगे कि कौन किससे बेटर लीडर है, एंड यू विल सी देन हाउ दे विल डू। दे विल फॉरगेट about all those noise and everything, and each one will try to prove to the teacher that I am the best. Rest are all zeros. I am the hero. And sometimes these types of situations we also have to create. It works. It works wonders. I have done it. Many of you have also done it. Yes, Vinita madam, it works. आप करके देखिए, थोड़ा सा कंपटीशन डाल दीजिए क्लासरूम में बच्चे का बिहेवियर के ऊपर। लर्निंग का कंपटीशन तो होता ही रहता है। डाल के देखिए और देखिए क्या फर्क आता है। मैं बोलूंगा कि इसमें रिजल्ट आता है। यस, निवेदिता सूर मैडम, इट वर्क्स। create a little bit of change is the law of teaching. Yes, fantastic. Kiran Kumar sir said, yes, change is the law of teaching. Change with the change, and they will automatically change. So change is the law of teaching. थोड़ा सा स्टीरियोटाइप से हटके, वो जो स्टीरियोटाइपिंग टीचिंग हम लोग करते हैं ना, क्लास में आए, किताब खोले, चलो बच्चे तुम सब हो दिल के सच्चे, अब जो जो मैं बोलता हूँ वो सुनते रहो और बाद में उसको लिखते रहना। दिस विल नॉट वर्क एनी मोर। वी हैव टू वर्क इन अ डिफरेंट, हैव कॉम्पिटिशंस। टेक अ पर्टिकुलर लेसन, teach a certain part of it, and then from that teaching, from that discussion, give three groups and tell them, you give three different ideas of what you have learned, and within the next 10 minutes you give us this idea. Thank you, Banerjee sir. Thank you so much. Take a particular part of the chapter, teach them, and then to different groups you tell them, okay, you explain this in three different ways. I'll give you 5 minutes, or let them first discuss among themselves. Then one or two leaders will come up, and and you will see three different ways of information they will give you at what they have learned. This is what will make the class work. Yes, various projects are could be given, but then projects cannot be given every day also. No, projects are given. I do agree with you. Somebody has just now wrote that projects should be given. Yes, but then every day you cannot give only projects. No, you can give, or maybe you can also give it in each and every teaching style method is also a project. Even a small discussion deciding a poem is also a project. So you can give it, but try to do it in such a way that finally at the end of that uh, that lecture period, whatever we say, that we get the result. Okay, so this is how we should keep them. Huh. Difference. You have plenty of strategies. I have just said a few, maybe a few more we'll discuss. Okay, and this is like this. Set up classroom routines. Set up classroom routines. Taught them how to think, not what to think. Yes, correct. Tell them how to think, not what to think. So how they will come out. So if you can go out with explanations, if you can tell them that, okay, you discuss in this point of view, discuss in this point of view, obviously ideas will come out. Create regular routines that incorporate quiet activities like individual reading or writing. Okay, create regular routines. Sometimes that incorporate quiet activities. Quiet activities means those activities where sound will automatically not come. Sometimes we can have, okay, in the entire week. One day, let us do only a reading activity. Whatever, no, that there are steps of teaching. There are steps of teaching. First, the teacher reads and explains. Next, he or she gives it to the student and just tell them how to read. And then after reading, another day comes when explanation is given. So the various steps of teaching learning process to be applied. And if one day we have an activity only on reading, whatever they have read, they will explain group wise. That will keep noise at bay. That howling, shouting, cacophony will not be there. One day writing only. Okay, according to you, suppose if you have taught a poem, or if you have taught a particular part of physics, or a particular part of chemistry, or a particular part of geography, okay, with you, suppose if you have taught deserts, let's go to geography. Okay, let's go to geography. You have taught deserts. Okay, children, we have discussed a lot about deserts. Today, I want this particular group to talk about hot deserts. The other group I want to ask them about cold deserts. Yes, there are deserts which are extremely cold, no? And the third group will give us the characteristics of vegetation in the two types of characteristics of vegetation in the two types of deserts. Now, vegetation is uh, it's very rare, but then they can come out. Na? One group may write that or that particular which is comparing the vegetations of desert, of the cold desert and the hot deserts, will make beautiful write-ups, and that will help to learn also, and that will also help to keep noise at bay. Our target is to make sure that there is no noise inside the classroom at all. Okay, fine. Consistent routines assist people to realize what is appropriate when it is appropriate to be quiet and concentrate on learning. Yes, human beings we are slaves of what do you call it? Follow slaves of our day-to-day activities. If we once we enter into a system, once we enter into a system, we automatically follow that system. Now, our main duty, our teacher's main duty is what? To make sure that we are able to put our children into that pipe of system. Because that system is needed. No? If system is not there, then Michael's school, Patna, Rupa Paul is there. Okay. So once we can put them into the system, it works because that is human nature. Once before that circadian rhythm of the body works like that. And that's how we all are successful in our schools also. No? A student, one small example I'll give you. Very small example. And it really works. And it speaks volumes about the system. Respected teachers, if somebody is over here, or if many of you are over here who are coming from who are teaching in the pre-primary or the primary schools. Now you are just see the when a class 10 student, when class 10 students meet you in the school, they also tell you, no, good morning, ma'am, or good morning, sir, whatever it is, no, they don't forget, they tell. Although you are not teaching them right now. But that culture has been inculcated into the minds of the children, and the system is like this. Whenever you see a teacher of the school, teacher, principal, headmaster, or any senior person, it is our duty to wish them. Don't do it. Don't they do it? Although in a handful of children are there who don't wish their initial days teachers, which is a very, very pathetic thing. Okay. But most of them do it. Why? Because they have been put into the system. So once the students realize the routines, the consistent routines. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Once they realize the routine, then they know when it is appropriate to be quiet and concentrate on learning. It's a fact. Somebody is laughing, but it's a fact. Yes. Ja, sir, thank you. Vinit, sir, thank you so much. Build relationship. This is where we all are lacking. This is, respected teachers, I'll tell you, this is something that we all are lacking. We are so much concerned with our own selves that we forget to tell our children, we forget to develop some sort of a good relationship with our children. Now, I am not telling you that you have to be very close to the children. That always you have to put your hand on the shoulder of the children and talk, or be at a close proximity with each other and talk. No, 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 no. I'm not talking about that. But we should have a heart-to-heart relationship. I remember, respected teachers, when I started my career in the year 2000. Okay, my principal, whom I will always keep on respecting because it is because of her today I am also a principal. And she told me one thing: look, Surojit, you love your students, you feel for them, you think for them, but you don't show the love. Show it when it is needed. So I also want to tell you the same thing. Build relationship. Don't be too close to each other. Don't try to always put your hand on your shoulder, because otherwise sometimes they will come and put their hands also on your shoulder. That needs to be avoided. But we have to build a very positive relationship with the students. Build positive relationship with students through mutual respect and understanding. That's important. Which mutual respect and understanding. We must respect each other. Gone are the days, I remember in my school, I studied in a convent school where the rules were very strict, and that teachers' way of their way of discussing things were quite different. Well, the dynamics of the world are changing, no? So we cannot go back to those days and think that we'll also enact like that. Build a relationship with the students. Respect each other. If you give respect, you will get respect. Shima Mr. Ma'am said exactly here. So sometimes it happens, because that closeness is needed, but not too close. Not too close. Otherwise, things will take a different turn. So build positive relationship with students through mutual respect and understanding, and that will have a deep, deep impact. And I'll tell you, those students who were once upon a time disturbing your class will will run for your class. They will run behind you, ma'am, when you are coming to the class, ma'am, sir, when you are coming. Because that depends on the relationship. Feel for the students. Be empathetic. Not be too much sympathetic, but be empathetic. Feel for them. Think for them. And bring them within the proximity of yours, but definitely keeping at a distance. And you will see how they will. When students feel linked with their teacher, they are more likely to follow classroom rules and act correctly. Yes, once that bond has developed, that strong relationship bond between the student and the teacher has developed, no student will ever disturb the class or make the class noisy. But that bond needs to be developed. We also have to come out from ourselves. Sometimes we are so egoistic that we always take the children for granted. No, 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 we cannot do that. They are the important stakeholders of the system. If students are not there, we are not there. Thank you, Dr. Sujit Kumar, sir. Thank you so much, Sachin Kumar, sir. That needs to be developed, that strong bond. We have to shed off all our egos and all those unnecessary things, because we are their mentors. No? We are their guides. We are their facilitators of education. If we don't facilitate them, if we don't provide the right, then who will come? And the bottom line is this: if students are not there, you are not there. So fill it in this way. We're getting a lot of suggestions are coming in the chat box. Thank you for them. Thank you, and also with good comments. Thank you. That really gives the impetus to go forward. Strategic sitting arrangement. This is also a very vital work to make the classroom neat and clean. Neat and clean from sound. I'm not talking about dust. I'm not talking about filthy things. I'm not talking about littering of paper. I'm talking about the sound. There should be neat and clean sound. There should not be any type of cacophony within the classroom. We don't want cacophony. Koa, squaw, we don't want. So arrange students sitting to reduce distractions and encourage attentiveness. So how we can add that there are a lot of consider special arrangement, if needed for students. Now see, we have the if you see this photo, see the pointer where first of all we have the traditional sitting, the rows, the normal ones that we do. This you do very good. Somebody has written this, I do very good. Keep doing it and share it with your other colleagues also to help. So the traditional classroom sitting is there, which is the very common one, which we all have in most of the 95% of the classrooms, we have this type of a sitting arrangement. But over here also, you can you can reduce distractions. You can encourage attentiveness, provided how you interact with them. Or we can go for this horseshoe or U-shaped one, where face-to-face children can see each other, or the clusters, small clusters, groups we can make, or the runway. Like in the airport, we have the runway, like that, a runway type sitting where the children can face each other. They can talk. They will be not very close to each other. At the same time, they will not be very far from each other. And the teacher can always make free movement. The way the aeroplane moves, like that. In the same way, the teacher will also be able to move around the classroom freely. No limitations. And success is going to come. Success of making a non-free classroom will be there. Then we have the stadium method. There also you can keep a movement of teacher is very important. Teacher should not sit in the classroom. I'm just very much against those teachers who just sit in the classroom and do their work. They will never become successful teachers. Teachers should be dynamic. Teachers should be full of positive energy, always seeing the brighter side of life and move around. That very presence of the teacher will remove 50% of the noise from the classroom and children will concentrate. Because at that time they will think how I can become somebody like Shiva Rani madam, or how I can become like Dilip Kumar sir, or how I can become like somebody like say Suvendu sir or something like that. This is what we need. So consider special arrangement, and also if you have your own innovative, thank you sir, Prasanna sir, thank you very much. Consider special arrangements if needed for students who are easily distracted from sources of noise or temptation. Okay, now we teachers have our own insights and foresights. We teachers have our own, हमारा सोच हमारा विचार कुछ अजीब ही होता है ना, हम बहुत दूर का सोच सकते हैं, इसीलिए हम शिक्षक हैं. तो कभी कभी होता है ना, क्या कुछ कुछ बच्चे होता है जो रियली मतलब डिस्ट्रैक्टेड होता है, हर तब कुछ ना कुछ वो लोग करेंगे, इनको हमको पहचान जाना चाहिए. Just find them and put them in such a way, put them in the classroom in such a way that they can be stopped from doing all this. So consider special arrangement if needed for students who are easily distracted, who get easily distracted in one go or other. छोटे छोटे बात में वो distracted हो जाता है, वो ये करता है, tempted हो जाता है. Somebody has made a little bit of noise, this fellow will look this time. Somebody is looking outside. If somebody is passing through the corridor, this fellow will start talking. So these types of children, once you recognize them, you put them in such a place so that they can be away from all these types of things. They can be kept away. It is not difficult. It needs a little understanding. But again, I will tell you, if you develop even good relationships with these two children also, they will not disturb you in the classroom. Time and again, I have seen this. As a teacher, it is also important to take time to investigate underlying issues for the noise in your classroom. Yes, so always, if we go on blaming these children are not good, they are address underlying issues. Okay. So most of the time we go on talking and saying that these children are disruptive, they cannot open, they will not learn, they are not disciplined. Forget God knows from which type of society they come, God knows what type of parents they have, how they are up. If we go on talking about all these things, these will not solve the problem. All this unnecessary negative thinking that if we keep in our mind and trying to find out the background of the student, it will not solve our problem. Because we have different types of students coming from. Thank you so much, Dr. Sujit Kumar Mishra sir, Arvind Kumar Chaudhary sir, thank you very much. Because children are coming from various strata of the society, na? So you cannot blame them. But yes, you can change their every action in a different way. So try to find out the reasons why they are not keeping the classroom. Common question. Is it because of due to boredom? Yes. Sometimes some of the students, many of the students become very bored. They due to because if the teacher is not teaching properly, if the teacher is fumbling in the classroom, if the teacher is most of the time engaged in something else or using the cell phone on and often in order to bring out to clear an issue, the children are bound to become bored. I'll tell you, respected teachers, from my personal experience of 24 years, and many of you are there for many more years. Children become bored in the classroom, and you will definitely agree with me. Children become bored in the classroom when they find that the teacher is a boring person. You just simply cannot take the fact that you are a boring person. You have to be active, even in the last day of your working. I have seen 2, 3 teachers in my life as a when I that even on the very last day of their working, they were as fresh as they were when they joined the school. So teachers, definitely the knowledge of the teacher about the subject, how to handle the children, how to become friendly with them. These are the ones that will definitely remove the boredom. Lack of involvement. Neither the teacher is involved in the classroom properly, nor he lets the children to involve properly in the classroom. Energetic, yes, definitely, definitely. Lack of involvement of both the sides. Not one. It is not a one-sided affair. It's a two-sided affair. Teacher also have to involve himself or herself in the classroom, and automatically the students will get involved. Social dynamics. How the how the society is changing. With that change, we have to move. The way my teachers used to uh, maintain the classroom when I was a student way back. My last school year was somewhere in 1991 or something like that. And if I think that in the year 2024 I will apply those techniques, they will not work. They will simply not work. Let me make it very, very, very clearly. So you have to be innovative to find out the social dynamics. If today a student tell you something, you have to take it very positively. Oh yes, it is like this, dear. Okay, let's have a discussion on this. Yes. So addressing these underlying issues will assist in reducing destructive conduct and keep the classrooms peaceful. Yes, we have to control ourselves before that. So remove boredom from the class. Let us be very energetic, versatile teachers who are ready to listen to the children, listen to their problems, listen to their woes, listen to their issues. Let us both be involved with each other. Madhavi Jha, madam, thank you so much. And let us also try to understand the social dynamics. What are the changes that are taking place in society? And if we can address it, then we are bound to get a classroom which will be full of sound. Definitely, we want the classroom to be full of sound, but we don't want the classroom to be full of noise. There's a difference between noise and sound. Physics teachers will be able to address this in a much better way about difference between sound and noise. So provide engaging classes. Plan fascinating and engaging classes to keep the students focused and less disruptive. Engaging classroom. Little bit of written work, little bit of discussion, narratives, sometimes 1 or 2 project works. Okay. And art integrated education will play a very vital role over here. Use all the artifacts, different types of art forms, performing arts and all, and inculcate them into your lesson, and you see how beautiful classes you have. You will never have noise in the classroom. So hands-on activities should be there, group projects, interactive learning. Let us talk less and let them talk more after our explanations and all, and see the difference. It will be. Please remember at the end of the day, it is the teacher's personality, attitude, and behavior which makes all the difference. Yes. Yes, respected teachers, this is the fact. At the end of the day, please remember at the end of the day, it is uh, that it is the teacher's. In the beginning also I said it is the teacher's personality, teacher's attitude, and the behavior that will make all the difference. Let us watch a video. And I'm sure, definitely we'll get some insights from this video. Let us watch this video. Let's watch this video. Let me know that whether you are able to see it or not. Sound is not coming. Sound is not coming. It's not audible. Okay, let me see. Now you can hear it. I think the sound is coming. Not audible. Oh no. Let's hear it. Let's see once again. Just a minute. Give me some time. Now the sound is coming. Okay, thank you. I think now the sound is coming. Still sound is not coming. I don't know why it is not coming. It should come. Okay, just have a look at the video. Let's have a look at the video. No sound. I don't know why the sound is not coming. I have given. Acha, many of you have seen this video. Then you all know the video, but still have a look at it. Now I think the sound is coming. Some are getting the sound, I think. Oh, very sorry, the sound is not coming. Anyway, you see the video. You see the video. You are understanding. Oh, thank you. You are understanding. That's it. Hmm. Students. Well, respected teachers, so thank you for listening to me. And what a wonderful video. I'm very sorry. I don't know why the sound was not there. If the sound was there, a lot many things could have been understood. But still, you teachers have such high quality insight and foresight that even without sound, you can also clearly understand what that video was trying to tell us. Yes, somebody wrote it was a student-centric learning. Yes, that's the hallmark of our today's way of teaching and learning. We should make student-centric learning. We should make student-centric classrooms. We should listen to the students, listen to their worries, listen to their woes, listen to their frustrations. And definitely, we will have wonderful classrooms within our schools. And that should be our mission, and that should be our vision also. Okay, respected teachers, still, if you want to write to me, if you want to add up something to this training program, so that it can be made much better for the other teachers across the country to see and practice it, then please feel free to write to me and I'll always read your emails. I love to read your emails. I get plenty of emails from all across the country. Okay, and that really gives me the impetus to move forward and bring out many more such uh, informative sessions as you all are calling in front of you. So with this, we come to an end of this. And if anybody has any questions, they can ask, or uh, or if anybody wants to suggest anything, they are most welcome to do so. And to be very honest, wonderful session with you all. Excellent session with you all. Love to be associated. I think 3,000 more are there in this Patna Sahodaya. Love to be associated with you all. Okay, so if you have any questions, you are most welcome to say, discuss. If we still have 1 or 2 minutes, I think, before we move forward. Okay, so thank you everybody. Thank you so much. 2,689 participants. Oh my goodness. See, this is, one needs to be lucky enough to be associated with so many learned people in one platform. You know, one needs to be lucky enough. And I will always say, I'll always be indebted to God for giving me this opportunity to be associated with you all. So soon we will meet again, maybe next month, with a different topic, with something new, which really addresses an issue in the classroom that we want to see. Rather than just looking about those superficial work, we will see those topics which really has an issue and they need to be addressed, because classroom is a wonderful place and we all want to make it a much better place for each of us, for the teachers as well as for the students. Thank you very much. Thank you, Subhendu Mandal sir. Thank you so much. Surbi madam, thank you. Thank you to all of you. And with this, I take your leave and I promise to come back soon to be with you all. Thank you. Thank you very much.